Friday night, everything's fine, except you got the looking more story and you find it boring to think it's so bittersweet. You know I came outside. Hola, bonjour. Hey Carol, how are you? I hope you're well. Just did my usual evening patrol, you know. I mean, really, I should be sat in the city centre, right? That's where it's all popping off. But I think I need to learn some karate or something before then. Hi, Camilla. I hope you're good. Sorry if you guys can hear the wind. I mean, sorry, not sorry, right? That's just how it is here. Hi, Ingrid, Adnan, Adnan. Yeah. I'm not sure how to greet people anymore, right? Because people are all over the world, so you're like, hi, did you have a good day? And people are like, it's 8 in the morning, it's not even started. Yeah. Like, I watch a stream in the morning time, the off topic show, but a lot of people there, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning and shit for them. So I'm glad he's awake when I'm awake, right? Because I don't think I could stay awake till 3 in the morning to watch a live stream. I think I'd struggle with that. Even if they are cool. Apparently YouTube aren't happy with the amount of people live streaming now, right? I think they added a feature that they regret. And I also think that they didn't expect so many people. Like, a lot of people go live and they're not actually making content, right? And any long video I made, it's just me rabbling live. It's not me actually like putting footage together and editing, and I don't know, you need like a little kapow noise and someone doing jazz hands. So yeah, apparently YouTube are unimpressed with it. I do also think part of it is though, like, you only need 50 subscribers to go live. So you don't need to be a huge channel, right? And yeah, I think that fucked up their money. Or their ads, or I don't know. Because they wouldn't be upset if it wasn't costing them, right? They would be happy if they were making money off the back of everything. But they've just unleashed. Yeah. I mean, I watch a stream every other day and it's just a homeless guy living in his tent. And for the most part he's doing alright, but sometimes he crashes out because people say, "Are you cold?" Then he just freaks out, starts screaming in his tent. I wonder about the people walking past, right? Like, what is going on in there? Yeah. I've noticed a lot of people have been getting like strikes on their channels and stuff, right? And I think that it's actually... We're in Scotland. Yeah. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people getting strikes and I think it's people behaving like little kids on Fortnite, right? They're not really doing it to be right about something. They're not doing it because they think like, oh, this content shouldn't be allowed, like it's bad for children to see or something like that. They're literally doing it because they're assholes and they're just being mean to people, right? And they don't want people to say their friend said something wrong or someone doesn't have a good opinion of them. So then they're like, destroy them. Hi, Gil. Gil Jr. Nice. But, yeah. This isn't a channel about anything. This is literally just me talking to myself in the dark. Pretty sure whoever lives in the houses across there are like, who is that woman? Hey Stephen. No, I didn't get the bike back. Didn't get the bike back, but whoever rode the bike got a court summons sent to my house because they were speeding on the bike and shit, right? And then whoever took the bike set another bike on fire the same night. I suspect it was him because it was so close to my house. So I think that they set one bike on fire and then when they ran away, that's how they came across my son's bike. And there's 2 other bikes were stolen, like in my area. Yeah, it's 9:10 at night, Eva. It's getting late. It's not long till it's dark, like sunny till 10 o'clock though. What is it, like 60 days till summer? So yeah, there's no bike and I feel terrible because people don't understand the effect of like their actions, right? So now, like when your vehicle gets stolen, you could end up not being able to actually get to work every day. So then you're fired for your job, then you don't have a wage, and you don't have rent for your house. Like, it's so easy to become homeless. Nah, it's not cold. But yeah, it's too easy to become homeless, right? And obviously that's not going to happen to my kid, but now he has to get on a bus, and that's not really a safe place. Yeah, the next bike, and we've got a better place to store it, right? Which is typical. That after it's gone, someone's like, oh, you could keep it in my garden. Like, cool, cool. I wish I knew that a week ago. My name's just Candy. That's it. I don't have a second name. I don't have a husband, so I'm also not looking for a husband on YouTube, so don't anybody get funny, right? Yeah. What's your full name? I don't want to make assumptions within anybody's names, to be honest. But see when people get tags on stuff, a lot of people say the police don't even go to the place where they're like, well, my tag's going off, can you go get it? I know, Carol, honestly. People want to find everybody, right? Like, people get mad at me sometimes because they're like, show me your face! Show me your face! Like, as if seeing someone's face is going to change what you... I don't know. Like, what if someone thinks I'm just hideous, right? Or, I don't know, with men. Like, what if I'm just so stunning and then, you know, no one will take me seriously if they see my face. Michael! Dibbles! Dibbles. Can you have a French name or something? Michael, I hope you're well. I've been looking for you. I've not seen you around. Like, I think, yeah. I hope you're well though. Oh yeah, Stephen, if I told the police I was on my way round, they would come to arrest me, right? Like, we all see what they do to other people. I mean, they arrested a lady for feeding the birds, they arrest people for making comments. The flag guy, then a lady went under his van and he got arrested for trying to touch her and get her out. I didn't know. Yeah. Oh, I'm like a major Christian. Like, super Christian. Love Jesus. I've got a picture of Jesus in my house. Well, it's Keanu Jesus in my house. I have Bibles. I talk to God. Yeah. I wouldn't mind some holy water. I've been alright, Michael. Uni, somebody stole my kid's motorbike. I basically fought with half my family today because people don't like it when you tell them they're assholes. But, yeah. Luke said, or Jesus said, sell your cloak and buy a sword and pray you never unsheath it. Yeah, that's it, right? Like, it's like stocking up. Everyone says stock up, stock up. But it is right, it's better to have extra pasta and rice in your house. But when you do need it, then to not have it. Yeah. Yeah, be prepared, right? Like, yeah. Take care, Faisal. I'm sure there's a mouse called Faisal, right? But, yeah. Hey, Colby. Yeah. But yeah, what else have I been up to? Honestly, it's... You're drunk. Nice, Colby. I have alcohol in my house, but I really don't think my kid would appreciate me just getting drunk in the next room, right? And if you are drunk, get a grip, I think you would turn it off on me. Although I don't think many people, like, people shouldn't be drunk on the internet, right? Like, that's insane. I could never update your Facebook mad weight and that. That's crazy. Yeah. Where I grew up, right, everybody drinks. If you don't drink, you have to say, I'm on antibiotics. Or I've got court in the morning, and even that's not good enough, right? Like, there's no excuse to not drink in Scotland, even though people watch lives get absolutely smashed with it. I mean, everybody watches all the auditors, right? That's just watching poverty, addiction, violence. It's sad. And it's all over the place now. It's not just one little town that can say, like, we can't say, oh, that place is the worst. Take care, Stephen. Nice. Filling the car up with gas, that's a good move right now. Yeah. Remember, keep some mattress money. You know, when you put money in, like, every jacket pocket, and then one day you find it again. It was actually sunny here today. I never went out in it though. Alright, Ganesh. I feel weird when it starts getting sunny because I'll go to the park in the wintertime anyway. And then in the summertime it's just full of people. And then, oh, Colby, I hope you buy an island and invite us all to it, right? That's like cult starting money. If I had 200k in November, I would definitely have people singing Kumbaya in a field. Yeah, I like the night time. Do you know, there's actually a thing to say about people with like ADHD, that they like nighttime better because there's less sensory overload, there's less stuff happening, but when everyone else is asleep, there's also no expectations for you. Like, you can actually just sit and be still and be quiet. But when everyone's awake, it's like, right, who needs a cup of tea? Who needs a wall painted? You know? Yeah. I don't know if I'm fully ADHD or the autism or the way I am was just an effect of my upbringing, right? Because a lot of it's just that. Like, a lot of it's just weird fucking parents. And it's not their fault they were weird, right? People were just trying the best with the knowledge they have. Some people weren't told how to make soup. I mean, my mum made soup, right? But yeah, I was raised on the left. Like, I was raised by hippies and Bob Marley on Saturdays and guitars all the time and adults drinking Buckfast and yeah. Like, some people in my family and stuff, like, they'll laugh and say, oh, she has OCD. But to me, it's not OCD, it's like I just like stuff being in the right place. And to someone who is like messy, that seems like I'm too tidy, right? But really, I don't think there's actually a problem with it. I think I just like knowing where shit is. We're in Scotland, Ganesh. For anyone who doesn't live in the UK listening to me, please don't move here. Britain is full. Britain is in chaos. It's not what they tell you on the television. I could revert you to previous streams where you can just see it all, right? There's just rubbish everywhere. Everything's broken, old, dirty. Britain has cameras everywhere. Like every single place you go in Britain, you are on camera. So, yeah. Honestly, Ganesh, if you came here, you'd be like, why are all these Indian people here? Why are all these African people here? Like, it doesn't, London is not like Britain anymore. What you think you would come and visit is not what you would see, right? There's been so much immigration that some parts of Britain are unrecognisable at this point. So, and I say that with peace and love. Do you know what I mean? I do say it with peace and love. But there's fuck all here for anybody. There's nothing. Like, we can't even feed ourselves, right? We have homeless people everywhere. People who are warriors for their country are going to sleep on the street tonight, right? Like, they're going to wake up covered in rain and shit. Well, I'm a white girl, so people tell me India's not really that safe for me, right? Like the way men view women over there and stuff. So, yeah. I don't think I'd go to many countries without a bodyguard now. I don't think it's safe for women to be out in the world because so many cultures are actually against their own kind of women. And a lot of cultures really, really don't like white women, and they're quite open about it, right? And that's not me saying that to you. It's just a generalisation of everybody needs to chill the fuck out. A dash camera. Yeah. Yeah, most of my neighbours have cameras. One of my neighbours' cameras just points at my house, right? So I'll get in trouble all the time. I will say, like, India seems like a great country, right? Like, India does seem like a great country. It's got a lot going for it. But it's the same everywhere, right? It's the politicians. It's the people that run the place, and then they get all the money, they get all the stuff, and then they just leave the rest of us in absolute fucking poverty and squalor. So, I will say that. I do think all us peasants have to unite. Like, show yourself. Hey, Truth Finder. Fuck, you're not late, honestly. I was just talking nonsense. Like, I really was. I just had to come outside for a bit of fresh air. I feel like it's good for you, right? And then I was just telling people that they shouldn't come to Britain. Just don't come, right? Yeah. I told a few American people they wanted to come here for the summer. And I said to them, you might as well go somewhere else, right? Like, Europe isn't worth visiting right now. I wouldn't want to spend thousands of pounds to what? Do you know what I mean? What do I do for a living? I mean, what do any of us do, right? None of us are fucking living though. I'd like to meet that man. The man that puts in 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, and actually feels like he's living his life. At this point, we're all just numbers, right? We're all just part of a machine. Just keep grinding and grinding. Pay your taxes. That's living, in it. I don't think any of us have a quality of life. And that is across the planet, right? But in Western worlds, then it's a real problem, right? If a country like Britain can't just keep it together. Like, Britain is crumbling. Scotland is We don't have enough homes for people, we don't have enough money for people, we don't have enough healthcare, we don't have enough jails, we don't have enough judges that want to put people in jail, children aren't safe. Like, people tell me not to be out in the dark. It creeps me out when I see the little kids outside in the dark. I want to just take them home, right, and say to their mother, what the fuck are you playing at? The Loch Ness Monster's fucking raging. Yeah, this is how everybody in Scotland talks. We all talk like this, so you don't even know what we're saying, right? But that's alright. Sorry. I forget, right? You go back into Scottish. Or you go into Glaswegian and they don't know. Yeah. A lot of people complain about the Scottish accent, and I'm starting to feel a type of way about it, right? Because it's not just someone saying like, oh, where are you from? It is a lot of people just being like, you're so dumb. Yeah, Michael, you get it. Yeah. Sometimes you need to talk like this, right? Get your point across. Because even if I talk like that, it doesn't matter what I'm saying. You would know if I'm angry at you, right? And that's like the important part of it. Yeah. Oh, that's good, Truth Finder. But yeah, I just mean like, you know, when people are just floating around, right? I've had a few people come and say, what the fuck? And I'm like, I'm not allowed to do that to anyone. Like, to say that to anyone of any other race, it's not allowed, right? It's just not. You could go to jail in that. But for them to be allowed to say it to me is fine. Because it's like, oh, but you're just Scottish, right? Like, I'm not playing that game anymore. I want to be part of the Oppression Olympics because this is getting out of hand, right? I ended up, one of my friends doesn't speak to me anymore, and it's because she kept telling me like, oh, Candy, but you don't understand, you know, but they're so privileged. Not they, I'm so privileged, and it's so hard for other people. And this isn't someone I knew for a long time, like I've only known them a couple of months. So they don't know my background, they don't know how I grew up, they don't know my family. And yeah, when I was trying to tell them that, like, but wait a minute, you don't know my circumstance, right? You don't know where I came from. They were like, no, but, you know, and just kept saying like, yeah, but it's harder for other people. Like, why is it harder for someone else because their skin colour is different? I grew up in a town that literally won the award for being the worst town 3 times. Like, and then it was like a poor town. It was like a, I don't know what you call it, like a new town, right? The town I lived in was built because they said the city's too full, you need to go. We need to build somewhere else for you to live, there's no space for you here. So I find it weird now, right, that now we're making space for people, even though we said our own couldn't live there. Oh. I don't know why they didn't let you say that, Carol. I like a wee dunder outside. Roaming in the gloaming. Oh, hey, Brian. Dundee Brian. I'm sure Dundee made the news today. I'm sure Craig Houston was talking about them. I never watched his video yet. I will though. I will definitely. I like Craig Houston. And I'm going to vote for him. I know that. So I hope other people do as well, right? Yeah. But yeah, I don't feel comfortable telling someone their life is better or worse than mine just because, right? But I really don't appreciate people telling me my life is better because what? You know, because I'm pale, because I get sunburnt. That doesn't really make much sense, right? Like, if you're poor, you're poor. If your parents are drunk, if, you know, some people grow up in violence, some people grow up in, you know, I mean, some little kids, our parents are gangsters. Do you know? Like, some kids, our parents are drug dealers. Fuck, some kids, our parents are lawyers, right? Like, could you imagine? And some people grow up rich and their life's horrible. And you won't wish that for yourself, right? If you could actually see. Just going in the park, Ted. Just a wee stroll. Oh wait, there's a different... Is that better? It's so much brighter now, right? But yeah, I like to come in the park in the dark. See what's happening. Make sure everything's quiet, right? I don't know. I think everybody should. I mean, really, I should be out at 3 o'clock in the morning, you see, right? That's like the real time. But I can still wake up late. I appreciate that. That wasn't one. Sometimes around here though, you see this bench over here? There's one sat with his feet up on the bench and that, right? All dressed in black, head down. Like, just, yeah, it would be, it is a bit creepy sometimes when you pass some people. Because who the fuck comes out in the dark? But yeah, if you go that way and just walk for about 15 minutes, there's 2 hotels full of them. Walk for about 25 minutes in that direction, there's 50 hotels full of them. Like, you know? Oh, I know you think you're joking, Jim, but it's not, right? Because they do hang about in this park. So it's not really a joke. It's a fucking possibility that you end up watching me just fight somebody on camera one night. Still not scared anyway. I go in the graveyard in the dark and stuff. It's just, the world is just the same, right? It's just dark. What? The bushes don't move. Jim, that's fucking disgusting. Jim just said migrants need sex too, I guess. Jim, I honestly hope that karma just comes right back around and that comment lands on your doorstep and that suffering lands on your fucking doorstep, right? Like, that's disgusting that people come in chats and speak like that. That's fucking out of order. Honestly, see if I knew where you were, Jim, I'd curse you out so bad, right? That's disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Children are getting raped, right? So see tonight, out in this fucking darkness, there's a fucking immigrant running about trying to snatch up a child, trying to rape a child over and over again. Sometimes it takes them to keep them fucking locked in houses. It isn't a joke. It isn't a fucking joke. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. You're a disgusting human for fucking You said they need sex. They're only trying to have sex with children up and down the country, right? They're only trying to have sex up and down the country with fucking children and little girls who they're snatching off the fucking streets. Like, migrants don't need sex. Migrants need themselves to fuck. Illegal immigrants running up and down the country. Do you know what I mean? Backtrack all you fucking want. We're not having sex with adults. Fucking chat to me, are they, Jim? Are they? Tell me what fucking fucking man on a bike delivering food. Tell me one fucking person you know that dates a fucking migrant. Because that's not what's happening. What's happening is they're coming to fucking places like this to keep about in the fucking dark. To keep about in the dark, to find little children that are trying to make their way home because they were allowed to stay out late. Do you know what I mean? They were sitting in this park at fucking 6 o'clock tonight taking pictures of children. Come on, Jim, I'll show you. I'll fucking show you, right? The bush that a fucking immigrant was sitting in, and he had 150 pictures of fucking children that all live around here. Fucking children. Come on, I'll show you the bush he was sitting in while he was taking pictures of fucking Wayne's in my park. You want to sit and laugh and joke about it? And that's not the only cunt that was found within fucking 200 yards of where I'm standing right now. Right now. How fucking dare any cunt over the fucking top? Over the fucking top? Are you kidding me? Nobody's taking this seriously enough. If we were taking this shit seriously, we would all be in the park at all fucking hours of the day. That's what we'd be fucking doing. It wouldn't be me walking about this park in the dark. There'd be fucking grown men sitting in the bush waiting for the fucking creepy pedophiles. Do you know how many times I've walked through this park and there's been a grown man fucking looking back at me? Do you know how many times I've thought, shit, I'm going to need to fight this cunt? Do you know how many times I've walked through the park and there's a grown man just sitting on his phone? Just sitting on his phone in the fucking dark, waiting for what? Waiting for who? Not fucking you though, Jim, eh? Not fucking you. Where you sat with your fucking fat belly and your big fat beard sitting in your house. Fuck off. Do you know what I mean? So there you go, Jim, right? This is where the little kiddies play. I honestly, even making a joke about sex, I find it so inappropriate. Anybody that talks about sex while they're talking about fucking politics and the state of the country, why the fuck are you talking about getting your dick touched? We're talking about children being raped and murdered up and down the country. Do you know how many children have been stabbed? Just stabbed in the fucking streets? It's not a fucking laughing matter. Like, I'm not here to joke about that shit. I'm never going to joke about that shit. Do you know what I mean? I've got a fucking sense of humour. Oh, there's a time and a place. And it's not when I'm in the fucking park in the dark. Do you know what I mean? Talking about Wayne's being safe and you're like, migrants need sex. I hope no one ever touches your fucking balls again. Hi Jason, how are you? Sorry everyone else that listened to that, but I will sometimes. I'm going to go off, do you know what I mean? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people laughing and joking, like, get your fucking tits out and that, do you know what I mean? Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like, why are you making sex jokes when the state of the country, do you know what I mean? Like, it's disgusting. I hope you're well, Jason. I hope you're all well, I swear. I know people could hear me, right? But see here, see this wee tree? Well, I'll show you, right? Because this real happens. I'll tell you this story, right? We'll sit under this bush. So a man's sitting under this bush, right? And a man came along. And the man's walking in the path here, right? So he can see him sitting in the bush. You can see the man's screen on his phone. He's taking pictures of all these little kiddies, right? There's a wee sandpit down there. Taking pictures of the kiddies, he's filming them. So the guy comes up behind and smashes the phone at his horn. Jumps the guy, grabs him. Next thing he knows, he's wrestling the guy. Fucking wah! 2 other men come along to stop the fight. And he says, fucking get this guy. He's taking pictures of the fucking kids. Take pictures of the kids, mate. Grab his phone. Grab his phone. Do you know the man that stopped the paedophile, the immigrant fucking paedophile, taking pictures of the lanes in this very fucking bush? He went up the road and see the guy that fucking jumped him. He's going to jail next month, right? Closed fucking court case, no fucking jury, your peers, nothing, right? No one can even stand for you. No one else is even going to hear the fucking story. That man's just going to get taken away to jail. There's not going to be a story about him in the paper. And where the fuck do you think the migrant is? Come on. We'll go walk about in circles because we'll bump into him, right? Because he's still fucking here. If he was here once, he'll be here again. Fucking jokes. Honestly. Fucking, oh, what a joke. Do you know what I mean? Cunts running about the park trying to snatch up children and people want to fucking joke about shit. Honestly. So dumb. So dumb. Do you know what I mean? Some poor man's trying to fucking defend other country's children. 150 pictures of little kiddies. Little fucking kiddies. Do you know what I mean? And do you know why they take pictures? Because it's like a catalogue, right? And they're sharing that picture with their pal to say, look at this one. Do you want to grab this one? Do you know what I mean? Aye, fuck it, that one all day. Do you know what I mean? And then they start fucking stalking a child like it's their prey. And start watching that child. Oh, they come at 6 o'clock every night. Right, well, we'll just be here at 6 o'clock then, right? That's how they work. Like, they're not taking pictures so they can go home and look at the picture. They're taking the picture so they can say, is this the child you want? Is this it? Do you know what I mean? It's like a fucking shopping list to them. They don't see it as children. They don't see it as human. They don't see me as human and I'm a full-grown fucking adult. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've had a guy a few weeks ago try and fucking backhand me. Come for me, do you know what I mean? In the rain, in the middle of the day, I'm standing there in a dress and with my bag. I was about to start a fight with a bag of fucking Aldi messages. Do you know what I mean? Just out to buy bananas and some fucking halalis coming at me. Nah-uh. Nah-uh. We're not joking anymore, guys. It's past that shit. So fucking past it. Oh, honestly, cunts need to get it together. I don't even think that guy will still be in the chat, right? He's probably fucking... He's like, what the fuck did I just do? Who the fuck did... Do you know what I mean? But fuck that shit, honestly. Cunts making jokes. Fucking... honestly. Like, I don't like to argue. I don't like to shout. I don't like conflict in any way. But see, when it comes to the kids, man, honestly, like, I don't like it. I don't like people joking about sex. Like, I think it's fucking heinous, right? When I live in a city and the rape rate has been up, like, it's quadrupled. It's quadrupled. So what it was in COVID, it's 4 times that in the last month and shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, they put a dispersal order. They stopped telling kids that they can hang about outside a shopping centre. And it's not because the kids are doing fuck all. It's because they're like, these wains need to go away. Otherwise, they're going to tell their parents that these men are touching them and talking to them all the time. It's so that the wains can't fucking tell anybody what's actually happening there, right? It's because they know these guys are going to go away and snatch these children and hurt these children and try and fucking sneak into their hotel rooms or their fucking HMOs. It's not because they're trying to protect the kids. It's because they're trying to keep the fucking crime rate down. They're trying to fucking hide it, right? Like, it's not to do with, like, oh, the teenagers are being bad, because the teenagers have been running about there for years. Years and years. And they're just parts of my city that I could walk to. And if I'm standing like this, I'm going to come at me. Like, grown fucking men are going to come at me for standing there. They're going to don't film me. Do you know what I mean? But they're not going to be scared to fucking try and put their hands on me. They're going to be scared to hit me. Like, honestly. And I don't think it's fair to say, oh, all the men have to stand up, right? But see, at some point, the men are going to have to stand up because I'll fight. But they're going to batter me because I'm a woman. Like, a 14-year-old boy is already physically more strong than me, right? It's just science. So if you're only ready to punch somebody's cunt in, then this shit isn't going to stop, right? Like, it's never going to fucking stop. And if people think it's all right to make a joke and we're not all going to just snap back and be like, that's not fucking funny, right? Like, it's not funny. Why is everybody such perverts, man? So perverted. Like, everything is so fucking perverted. Like, the one that gets me the most, right, is if you've seen the fucking Miller Corner advert. It's like yogurt. I don't know if any of you British ones even still see the telly, right? Because we don't watch telly. But I've seen this Miller Corner advert, and the teacher's saying, "Should I lick the lid? Oh, but the children are watching. What if they tell their parents? Oh, go on, just lick it." And then there's like a classroom full of little kids. Do you know what I mean? Like, how the fuck is that okay? I want to see every single person that was involved in the making of that advert to be like, listen, we need to check your computer and fucking, do you know what I mean? Dunk you in some holy water, because that's not cool. That's not cool. Do you know what I mean? Like, why are you talking like that in a classroom full of kids for an advert? I don't care, it's pretend. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking disgusting. It's disgusting. I could take you to see if I go down this way. There's like the meerkat that they sell insurance. Why the fuck is he get his dick out all of a sudden? Like, why has a meerkat just got his cock out, right? And they pixelated it, but so fuck. Is the intention behind it? Is it innuendos and the... Do you know what I mean? Like, everything's just so smutty. Like, everything's so fucking smutty and disgusting and perverted, and cunts need to fucking toe it back in. Need to draw the line somewhere, right? Like, it's not appropriate. You can't talk about children and then make innuendos like that. Like, it's not fucking cool. Honestly. Just reading the chat in case you're all like, calm down, Candy. Fucking, what happened to you today? But I don't like it. It makes me feel so uncomfortable, right? Like, but I'm the same. Like, I don't like the whole men versus women, right? And being like, men are so stupid because they don't know where their socks are. Like, I don't even like being like that either, right? Because we should now be at a point where we're telling each other like how great we are about the good things we do, and not just mocking each other constantly. You'll see it in the chats, right, where there's people that's all they're doing all day long. But I really can't cope with the people that come and make jokes when we're talking about like, oh, so these grooming gangs are as bad as the Epstein files. There's been generations of children raped and abused and beaten and, you know, everything else all up and down the country. Like, children have lost their lives, right? Like, a child tonight is somewhere they shouldn't fucking be. Like, do you know what I mean? Out in this fucking darkness right now, a child is somewhere they shouldn't be because an adult made them be there. Like, I think about that every fucking night. Every single night I think about that. That some poor child is just somewhere they're not meant to be and somebody's causing them harm and suffering. And we all know it doesn't leave them, right? Like, when you go through shit as a kid, it doesn't fucking just magically disappear because somebody told you eat, pray, love. That stuff affects you more than, more than any can really understand. So yeah, I think people need to remember that, right? Cunts are still worried about drinking a Starbucks. Or what is it now? The Needles, a fucking squishy toy. I watched a video today and honestly these women were mental. And they were fighting in a shop over a wee squishy toy. Like, that's insane. You need a backhand if that's what your life is at. Do you know what I mean? Get a grip of yourself. Fucking fighting all toys. Cunts can't even feed themselves. Oh, honestly. It's weird, right? Like, people fight over to get like a red Starbucks cup or one that's shaped like a teddy bear, or people still care about the shoes on somebody's feet. Imagine looking at the shoes on somebody's feet and judging them for that. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's mental. It's a pair, like, are your feet warm and dry? Good. That's enough, right? Like, it's so weird how fucking horrible we can be to someone because they're not wearing the right clothes. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like I hate everything just now, honestly. I don't feel like I'm impressed with anything that's happening in the country. I mean, the daffodils are pretty chill, right? I am fond of the squirrels and that, but I don't like it. I don't like the fact that nothing, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we all aren't angry enough and that we should all actually be freaking out constantly right now. You know? And yeah. Shout out Michael in Scotland. What do you think it's going to be like in the summer? I kind of hope it rains, right? I don't think we could handle the summertime. I think everybody's brain will melt. I think when it's summertime, it's going to be more violent, more aggression, more chaos. Everybody's just going to be outside, taps off, sweaty, drunk, and it's going to be chaos. Like, I think, you know, that trip to Ayr Beach is not going to be what we think it's going to be this year. I think it's going to be madness. I think the government's going to love it, right? Because that's how they get to give us more cameras and more digital IDs, and yeah, they're going to push it. They're going to push it as hard as they can. But I do think a few cities are about to see some real chaos happening, right? Because they're not going to be able to handle themselves. All the white women have been indoctrinated into being half naked all summer. Do you know what I mean? I see children walking about in outfits that are way inappropriate. And it's hard, right? Because you can't. It's not to judge the kids for what they're wearing. They've only been taught that's what you wear. You know, all the songs they listen to, the TV shows they watch, like everything they've been shown in their lives is like, no, you want to be. Like, even on YouTube, right? I have seen an advert on YouTube where the girl was like, yeah, I mean, I have an OnlyFans now because TikTok told me so. And that's like an advert on YouTube where they're just advertising like, yeah, this is how you make money, little girl. Do you know what I mean? Just wait till you're 18. It'll be all good. Get your clothes off. That's insanity. So we've taught the young Western girls to literally just be little fucking Jezebels. And then we've shown all these men like, look, it's Sodom over there. Do you know what I mean? They think we are the land of the 45 virgins. They think we're the land of milk and honey. Do you know what I mean? I think some of them think they've blew themselves up and fucking landed in heaven. Honestly. I really do think that, by the way. I think some of them don't even think they're in Britain, right? I think they actually think they're in the Holy Land. And they fucking made it. Yeah. I do wish my camera was better. I don't know how good the tech you need to get for it to be. I don't know, where you can see everything, right? I don't know how that works. I know. Let's hold this then. But yeah. Our land. Oh, fixed roof. It's hard to tell sometimes. Like, sometimes it goes blurry. Yeah. Or I guess just what I can see with my eyes is going to be different, I guess. Like, yeah. Are any of you telly watching people? I feel like yous aren't. Like, yeah, I don't watch TV anymore, right? I don't own a TV. I didn't grow up with a TV, so I just sort of didn't have it, right? Like, and now I feel weird if I try and watch like 3 episodes or something in a row. That makes me feel like I'm acting like a depressed person or something. It makes me feel uncomfortable. There is a cool show on Channel 4. I'm sure it's Channel 4 anyway. It's called Lady Parts, which is weird. And it's about like this girl rock band. But then some of the girls are like Muslim and stuff. And honestly, it is heinous. It is so bad. Like, it's so bad that I was trying to get Dave to review it and just like do a watch along to force everybody to have to watch it. Because like they were singing a song and stuff, and then part of their song, like the chorus was like, "It's an honor killing, it's an honor killing, it's an honor killing, it's an honor killing." And I was just like, how the fuck is that alright? How the fuck is that alright? Do you know what I mean? Like, why isn't everyone mad at that? Like, that's weird. I don't know. I'll see if I can. Yeah, I need to learn the rules so I know if I can even put a clip of it up right. I hope you understood what I meant there. But yeah, honestly, I was just like, how is this not offensive to everybody, this show? Like, why are we not talking about that? Yeah. I don't know. But TV's bad, right? And then I've done a lot of research into the people who are the producers of TV shows, directors, the people who own like the actual network, right? So like the guy that owns Fox News, CNN, and it's really intense. Like, it's such a creepy rabbit hole to go down that like, see Salma Hayek, like, I can't watch anything if she's on a screen. Like, I don't want to be near it because I'm just scared of the bad vibe she gives out, right? Like, that lady is evil incarnate. Thanks, Jason. I'm going to have to take a screenshot of that because my kid thinks that when I sing, I'm just trying to troll him in real life. He's all like, why are you doing that? Stop trying to annoy me. Yeah. Yeah, I'll put a clip so you can see it. It's so bad, honestly. Like, I was shocked. And I never even watched the whole show because it just wouldn't be the same watching it by yourself, right? I don't know. But yeah, Salma Hayek is evil. Who's the guy that just died? Rob Reiner. Like, I don't feel bad that guy's, like, I'm not surprised that guy's son killed him, to be honest. Like, that guy has major bad ties. And, you know, he's all the Epstein filiness, and if you look at every movie he made, like, there's all inappropriate scenes in these movies, and the children that were part of these movies all report abuse, and yeah. So I don't feel comfortable watching any of that stuff anymore, right? Because I know too much stories about the people who made it that it doesn't matter what the story's about. Or when I was young, I loved the movie 10 Things I Hate About You. You know, Heath Ledger. That's a whole rabbit hole, you know, his life. But then, when I rewatched that as an adult, the amount of inappropriate things that were said and done in that movie just, it made me feel so disturbed. Like, you know, it's like, we talk about the indoctrination of children now, but we were already indoctrinated, right? And that's why it's gotten this far, because we lived a life of inappropriateness, and we lived a life of adult jokes, and people say, you know, like, everything. I don't know. Like, think of your favourite movie, right? When you're a kid, and then you either already know it was a wild movie for you to be watching, or go back and watch it and you can come back and tell us about it, because you're going to be like, whoa, I don't remember that bit being said. You know, I've seen 90s movies where there's like incest jokes and stuff happening in it. Like, why is there an incest joke in a kid's movie? But Hollywood is the same people that own the news, right? It's all the same people. And it's the same people that make EastEnders, that make the cartoons, that make the... Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all the same people. Everything we see on TV, there was a million decisions made before we seen that. Like, the way people are dressed, the storylines, the... what's the cartoon? Coco Melon? I don't know, right? But this cartoon, the colours that they use on it are deliberately used because they know through extensive research that those colours keep a kid tuned to the TV far longer than any other colours. That's why they use those colours, right? Like, it's all science, it's all fucking... They spent a long time working out how to fuck with our heads. Yeah, eyes wide shut, Michael, see? They were always telling us what they were up to. Like, the joke about the Simpsons can see the future. Like, they were just telling us their plan. We were all just joking. Do you know what I mean? We're sitting laughing at that show thinking, oh, what a weird coincidence. It's not a coincidence. He's in on it. Like, he's part of it. And they're just showing us. Because that's what people who believe in the devil think. That if they show us that they're doing something evil and we don't stop it, then it means that we don't care, right? So then we're part of it. That's what this is. It's like the Balenciaga thing. And people were so outraged, right? Like, oh my goodness, look at these pictures. And they were horrific. They were 100% flexing that they're all part of the Epstein files and, you know, devil worshipping is real. And do you know what I mean? Like, I'm full tin foil hat, by the way. And then the artwork that they had before that campaign was honestly, like, it's all horrific. It's all satanic and, you know, like, ritual and sacrifice and all these kind of vibes. But people still wear Balenciaga shoes, right? Like, they didn't cease to exist. Them showing us those pictures wasn't... They don't give a fuck, right? Like, they were just making art. Like, I'm sure if I said to Truthfinder, draw a picture, she's going to draw, like, sunshine and flowers and nice things, right? Because that's who she is. But then, yeah. Like, some people just don't, right? Like, some people are going to draw the devil. They all have devil artwork, right? And Selma Hayek, she has a lot of the devilish artwork. But her husband, he owns a company that sells dolls. You know, like adult recreational dolls. But they come in any age, right? You can just have a doll made in any sort of age and that's quite fine, according to her and her husband. Because then they all hang about with the witchy lady. The guy Neil Patrick Harris, you know him, eh? Like, he's like a goofy guy. And then the Halloween after Amy Winehouse died, he had someone make a meal, like a buffet that looked like her corpse, right? Like, they're all fucked up. They're all evil and disgusting. But when we look at the children who came out of Hollywood, then, yeah, it's definitely, you know, a lot of bad things happened to a lot of children. And we were just indoctrinated because that's what they were showing us, right? Like, Lou Taylor. I wish I could write her name so you could see it. But Lou Taylor, that lady, see when you look in Hollywood stories, right, now, you'll be amazed at how many times this woman's name comes up. Like, all the stuff that just happened with Diddy, Lou Taylor was the one that was saying, I'll make sure he can't fly the jet and I'll give you this house as collateral, and do you know what I mean? Like, Lou Taylor is the devil. Same as Dan Schneider, right? Like, he's the one that put the foot fetishing out in the world. He's the one that was in Nickelodeon. And Nickelodeon's sign is the same as Epstein Island, and do you know what I mean? It's all one big thing. Oh yeah, Ron. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they think, right? Like, yeah. But they're all bad, right? Honestly, like, throw me a name and I will tell you a story about a weird thing that a person done if they're attached to Hollywood. There's a channel called Tez Moses, like Tezz Moses, and then they have like made maps, right? So it's like all connected, and you can see how it's all connected, and there's evidence. Like their map isn't created in a "oh, I heard this story." It is, they would show you proof of like, no, this is, they worked together this time, or you know, that sort of thing. Yeah. But yeah, they don't speak without evidence, right? They speak about facts. Like, I hope whoever is running that channel is in a safe place. Like, honestly, that person, yeah, people pray for them, right? Because they know that, yeah, Tez just knows too much. It's not for the faint of heart, though. Like what I'm saying about Hollywood. Like, unless you're already too far gone, don't start looking into like, oh, Candy said look at Hollywood. You'll be up all night just like, what the fuck? You know? Everything we see on TV is a lie. Rick Mail said it. There's a clip of Rick Mail, and he says it's not the man in front of the camera you want to worry about, it's the man behind it. It's the man who decides what you're going to see. That's the man you need to wonder about. Yeah. You know, it's the same as YouTube. Like, how many of us have had a comment deleted? How many of us, you know, like, have been punished by YouTube? Or how many channels do we watch just getting crushed, right, for saying the truth? Or for putting out anything that they're just like, nah, we've deemed you as this. You know, we've deemed your voice not good enough to be out here. We'll watch people have their channels taken away. We'll watch people have videos taken away. Like, their whole voice stopped, right? And that's kind of crazy. And then, yeah, I mean, we've seen people punished worse than just from YouTube, right? But they don't want our voices out there. They don't want us to speak, right? They don't want people to exist that say what is really happening. But any one of you could right now decide to make a channel that was toeing the line, right? And you'd be amazed at how far you'd go so quickly. Yeah. Oh. See, I'm going to check, I'll double check the name, right? And I'll tell you it. But I watched a channel the other day. And this channel, it was a live stream. And then there was 2 people talking. There's about 30 people in the live stream. And they were putting up pictures of the auditors. So, like the one they call Ned, they put up a picture of him. And they said, this is Ned. But he's not really Ned, this is his real name. And then they're saying he likes to laugh at women and stuff. And, you know, spoke about him for about a couple of minutes. And then there was one, and the one that really disturbed me, right, is, I mean, it was a girl, right, but that's, yeah. So the ones that call themselves the lesbian cartel, and then they put up pictures of them, and then they were saying, yeah, this is the lesbian cartel, this is what they look like. They were saying they always live stream, so when you see them play music, just play some music and run their live stream, right, because then you can get them copyright struck. And I thought, I don't know these people that were being, like, you know, I don't know the auditors apart from leaving a comment in their comment section hoping that they see it, being like, here, these weirdos were fucking talking about you. But to be telling people, like, look, this is what, you know, this is what Michael looks like. Go find him at a protest. That's insane, right? Like, that's insane. That's not, I feel like that's such unsafe behaviour. I feel like that's behaviour that should be getting handled, right? Like, that's, and then to say, you know, find them and play music and disrupt them. You're telling those people to be around them for a long time, right? Like, you're telling people destroy their stream, just stay there and bug them all day. And then after the day's over, go home and report them on YouTube en masse so that their channel gets taken away. I thought that's mental, right? Am I tripping? That's fucking mental. I don't... Even if I really don't like someone, I still don't have the inclination to be like, right, everybody get them. Fucking get... Do you know what I mean? Like... But I feel like that's fucked up to say that, and I don't know. I'd hate to think that there was people out in the world saying, right, when we know they're going to be at somewhere, here's the time, here's the place, let's go fuck with them. That's mental. I don't want a bodyguard, do you know what I mean? Everybody's going to be like, Fred, what are you up to? Need about 15 Freds out on the street now. I already feel like that I wouldn't really want to go and film people that way, right? And bam people up and ask them questions and... Oh yeah, 404, like, I've heard bad things, right? Like, I have heard bad things, but I just feel like it's so weird that that can exist, right? Like, they're allowed to just sit and chat like that. I can't believe that people would be so bold to do that. Like, I couldn't, you know? Like, why is everybody... Like, everybody's just recording their crimes now, right? Like, the children recording their crimes on TikTok to... Like, in Scotland, you know, the government's just watching people's TikToks now and stuff like that so they can evict them. People are going to be made homeless, right, because of this stuff that they're putting up on YouTube. Good luck when the tax man sees what you're up to, right? Like, how you spend your money, because we're all giving them a view into your lives. But I do think that's crazy to say to people like, oh yeah, let's go get this person, right? Let's go fuck with them in the middle of this mass protest. That's how people end up hurt. Do you know what I mean? Like, that, they're the people that make the situation like so much more escalated. And I guess that's it. That's all I can see is like some poor person doesn't even know that they're about to be in the middle of a riot, right? Yeah. Yeah.
She's got a big massive stick.
That's alright. I was just... See, when you see two people coming, you see a dog and you're like, oh, it's cool. You always know it's...
It's shocking when you think that when you see people.
Aye. I've got my pals watching so that at least they can watch the fight I get in. Aye. Have a good one. Oh. Interview wee guys in the park. Actually, my everybody's wee. I feel about 70 in my bones. But yeah, see, at least they're out patrolling, right? I do always feel better when I see somebody with a dog though. I'd always feel like fucking, I don't know, like dogs know, right, that you're a good person. There's some kids with a fire. That's pretty cool. Good luck to them. It's not been near anything, right? see if I take a screenshot, YouTube always tells me that it detected the screenshot. And I wonder for what purpose that is, right? Like, are they collecting a catalogue of every screenshot we take? To, I don't know, why? Is it to check for stalkers? Would it... I don't know. I just find it weird. Every time I take a screenshot, YouTube says that they detected the screenshot. I don't know why they would inform us either, right? Like, why are they telling me that they know they took it? Yeah. Why do they need to know? Why is my phone letting YouTube know that I'm taking a screenshot, right? Like, how much else in my phone is it just inside? All the time, Truth Finder. Every single time I take a screenshot, it says screenshot detected. And I wonder if that's to punish me, punish the channel that I took the screenshot on, like, to make sure I'm not taking screenshots of the same person over and over. I don't know, but it does say that. It does. So then, you know, we just click the accept button so fast that we don't always look into the terms and conditions. Like WhatsApp. If anybody updated their WhatsApp like a year ago, it was basically saying, we are going to read every text message you send, we're going to look at every picture you send, we're going to do what we want with it. And people were just like, cool. You know, because it was like, well, it won't work if you don't update it. So people just click, let's go, you know. So yeah. Like Pokemon Go. That was only invented so that it could track all the pavements the way Google Maps does, right? But that's obviously stuck on the car. So then they made people play Pokemon Go so that they could track the pavements for the robots that are going to deliver packages or Chinese food or whatever. Yeah, I do get creeped out by how much YouTube is paying attention to what I do, right? Because I'm not anybody, I'm not doing anything, so why do they need to keep track of stuff that I write? Why do they have to keep watching me? I don't like it. We can't let this go any further, guys, do you know what I mean? Like, your emails, you know, like, even if you get a text, it already wants to give you a prompt of a reply. What else? Like, you know, like if you have spell checker and then people always get there and there wrong, but now if you write a sentence and you put in the wrong there, it will tell you that, right? Like my phone will say, oh, need to change that. And it's not because it's spelt wrong, it's just because it recognises that you've used the word in the wrong place. Oh, you did? I'll check when I go home. Yeah, I'm terrible with my emails. My Gmail said that I need to give them like £5 or in 17 days I will no longer receive spam mail. Like, it's so dumb, right? So dumb. We're about to have our whole lives just... They're going to be able to switch us off, right? Like, if you don't pay your bill or your subscription to stuff, then that's it. Like, it's just not going to work. Like, your whole house is going to cease to operate. Not going to be able to get in a cafe. You're not going to be able to... yeah. Like, did you see the guy in China? And then he threw money at the lady that was like putting the petrol in his car. And then the video went viral around the world, so everybody was like, oh my god, that guy's so rude. And then China heard about it, and he now cannot buy petrol in the whole country of China. And I mean, fuck that guy for being rude, right? But that could be all of us. Like, that could be all of us within the next 5 years that we're running the risk of yeah, just that's it. You make one mistake and you're just locked out of your life forever. It's insane. Oh, Carol wants a phone with a coil lead. I do remember them. I do. I do kind of wish this was like a Zoom call, right? Like, because then guys would be able to actually be like, hey. Yeah. Governance. See, I don't understand why it would withhold Carol's comment, right? Because even like reading it over and over again is like, why won't you? And then it says another moderator handled this. And it's like, well, who the fuck is that then? Because there isn't a moderator there. Like, there isn't anybody there to do it. So that means she's doing it, right? It bothers me. Yeah, Apple's all ready to go, Michael. So, see when kids update their iPhone this time, that's when their apps aren't going to work, right? So if they update their iPhone, their apps don't work, and then they're going to ask their parents, like, make my phone work, stick your face on it. But then I wondered how many accounts are you going to be allowed as an adult then, right? Because you can't have, like, say 2 Facebooks or da-da-da, because it's going to have to be you, right? It's going to have to be the real you. So at what point are parents just going to get arrested for trying to get their kid online, right? Surely there's going to be some sort of repercussion for the adults who do that. You know, like buying a game for a child that's like an 18 game, and then they say, oh, you can't buy that because you let your kid hold it in the shop. That kind of shit. Yeah. So I do wonder about that. What's going to happen when kids are still found online, right? Or you can set up your phone that if someone tries to unlock your phone that isn't you, your phone won't open even if they try to guess your password, right? Because the camera can see that it's not you. Or if someone types in your password, it will take pictures of them and stuff like that and send it to you. You know, so they're already watching us. I have tape over my front camera now. And not because I'm super paranoid, it was just to see if it changed a few things that my phone does. You know, for the amount that they do track us. So I wanted to see if it would change that, if it can't actually see my face all the time. I do fully believe that it watches our eyeballs, right? For when we're scared, worried, angry, just that tiny little change, just that tiny little, yeah, like it knows, right? It knows how to read that you're stressed. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah, we're all going to be looking at having fucking homing pigeons and shit, right? Like, we're going to learn how to send smoke signals up and stuff like that just to be able to talk. Honestly. It's about time we all learn sign language at least. Give ourselves half a chance. I was like Christians back in the day and they used to draw like half a fish in the sand. And the other person had to draw the other half of the fish and that's how you knew. Or like how the Masons have a secret handshake and yeah. Why do... That's crazy. It tells you to go to bed. My camera tells me, hold it steady. You're not holding the camera steady over and over again. You think it would have took the hint by now, right? But it doesn't. It just keeps telling me, fucking, you need to get a grip of this. Yeah. So silly. But yeah, they're definitely watching us already, right? I think that they've been watching us for a lot longer than we realised. And I think they watch us a lot more closely than we realise. Like stuff like your Wi-Fi knows where you are and stuff like that, right? And then, yeah. So yeah, I really believe that there's something in the phones that can detect how we think and how we feel. And the algorithm feeds us different information based upon that. I think it likes to send us stuff that annoys us. I think it really likes to keep us a little bit mad. I don't know. It learned that we engage more with stuff we think stupid. Yeah. Well, they can watch me, right? Whoever has to watch me must be pretty bored. Must be, why does she just, why she's sitting in a bush? But yeah. Or, do you know what else is about to be super online? Like, more than, we're about to have a digital NHS, right? Like, it's 100%. So, the GPs now, if you phone and you're asking for a repeat prescription, you will go directly to an automated service, and you'll know, like, you can't speak to a human about that. They're just going to say, no, you need to phone this, talk to the computer. But then they've put everyone's medical records online, like everybody's, all over the place. Me, you, everybody. And then, so they did that, but they did that 6 months ago, right? They definitely put all our stuff online. And they've set up, GPs all have websites, but before some of their websites weren't great, but it's now about to be that you have to go through the website to make an appointment in the first place, or you have to go to the website to ask about a prescription, or they'll say, oh no, we'll email you your results, just check the website, that'll tell you. So that's a fun new feature that no one asked us about, no one told us about. They're just gonna, So I know that my own doctor is definitely about to take the big leap into, we don't need a receptionist. Yeah. So that's pretty interesting. Keeps trying to cancel your operation. Yeah, that's my fear, right? They're going to be like, nah, don't fix her. And then the computer just never lets me access the NHS again. Yeah, I think that, I don't know, pick a super rich man, right? And I think that they know which person that they can come and just take their organs from you, right? I think that they completely, I don't know, like they know what blood we have, they know which families have got this sickness in it and that sickness, and you know, they know way too much about us. They know more about us than we do them. So yeah, it's weird, right? It's like the 23andMe, the Find Your Heritage thing. That has, it's owned by the Rothschild family. And I don't know how much any of you know about the Rothschilds, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows they're not the good guys, right? So I've seen that. And the Rothschilds are trying to buy land in Scotland. I don't feel comfortable with that at all. Bill Gates and the Rothschilds, like, why do they need some of this land, right? Like, don't they all have enough land? So yeah, I don't feel comfortable with that at all. That these people get to just snatch up some of our land. That's fucked up. But yeah, the Rothschilds have everybody's ancestry, everybody's DNA. Like, why did those guys need it? Do you know what I mean? That is only ever going to be for nefarious purposes. Yeah. So they know how to kill you. They know if you've got the good organs. Like, that's what I feel. Yeah. It's pretty messed up, right? Like, these guys already own so much of the world. And now, yeah, they know who's got that, like, superhero blood in that, right? It's crazy. Yeah, the Rothschilds, a whole rabbit hole, Carol. Yeah. I wish we could go back to old stuff, like all the old telephones and, yeah, nifty wee drawers and stuff like that. Clara McCain and Tops. Yeah. I just don't even have a second name anymore, right? I think we'll need to go back to that. Just like, nope. I'm no one. I'm nothing. Leave me alone. I'm a figment of your imagination. Yeah. Might just become a person of the land, right? Fuck it. I don't want to play the game that they've built anymore. It's like the guy Henry Ford. And the car guy. And then back in the day, he ran experiments on us with his friends. And he's the only reason we get to eat lunch, right? Because he said, if you give them lunch, they feel happy about it, and then you can make them work till later in the day. But if you don't give them lunch, they get tired earlier, right? So that's the only reason you eat lunch. Or he said, only make them smart enough to work the machines. Like, that was about skills. You only have to be smart enough to turn the machine on. That'll do it. What else do I know about that guy? His shenanigans. Here's a fun thing. Do you know, or not do you know, right? At what age did you realise that you only got a playtime because legally your teacher was required a cup of coffee and a cigarette, and by law she was allowed it? Because that's the only reason playtime exists, right? It's because your teacher wanted a cup of tea and a fag. Yeah, the law says she needs a 15-minute break. And well, if you're just realising that that's why you got a playtime, I'm sorry. But it's a harsh reality. It's fucked up, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of rabbit holes. There's a lot of different little things that it just makes me feel like everything's all connected. Like whatever subject we talk about, like it's all the same thing. It's all connected. All from like say Epstein and like that Ghislaine and stuff. Like they're Epstein's dad owned a company that made school books for American children. Like that's kind of weird. You know? How's the guy with his son that owns the fucking island? How's he the one that's writing the school books, right? Or at least making money off the back of them. I think that, yeah. So I think that, right, like when you go to buy shampoo, there's only like 3 different actual shampoo companies, right? And it's just all owned by the same people. And they just put it in different bottles with different names on it. But it's all the same guy that's making money off the back of any shampoo you buy. Any makeup you buy, you know. Johnson & Johnson, they own millions of stuff. And it's like, we think that we have a choice. You know, we go to the shop and we see, oh look, there's this one and that one, but it's all the same. It's all the same thing, right? It's not really a choice. It's just this, you know, you can have these 10 things. And we feel like because there's 10 things to choose from, but we get to choose from what they give us. Or Unilever. I don't know if any of you know the Cholula hot sauce. And Unilever just bought the hot sauce, right? So they decided instead of using real vinegar, they were going to use some chemical instead, right? So they've just completely ruined the hot sauce because it can never be the same. Like, I'm pretty sure in America right now, a pound of beef costs more than an hour's wage. Like, how can that be, right? That you can work for a whole hour just to buy 1 pack of mints. Yeah. Truth Finder, I think you should consider making a channel. Like, it's a lot of work and stuff, right? I don't know what you do in your real life, and you don't need to say what you do. In your real life. Oh, sorry. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I think you would have a great channel because I think you actually have like so much information that people would be interested in. And I don't mean rambling like me, right? This is just fucking all you's getting to watch a slow descent into madness. That's all you's watching happening here. But I think I have a lot of information, right? And I think I have a lot of facts. So I don't know. I was like here check on my posts every day and shit. I'd watch Michael. I think Michael would be pretty best to listen to. Yeah. And you, 404. Oh, I don't want to leave anybody out. I think everybody should have a channel, right? To put out stuff that they see or hear or... Yeah. Yeah, like, all the pictures I put up are just random graffiti I see around the place. Like, I've never put up a post being like, hey guys, I'm going live at 7 o'clock. It's all just... Somebody wrote, like, spray painted on a bridge, Starmer out. And then Nathan said he did it and stuff. It was funny. Yeah. Yeah, they just want it all stupid, right? And everything's just pretend. Like, we think that we have a choice, but we don't have a choice, really. I don't know. Like this year, right? Say people who have an allotment, this year they have to send photographs of the stuff that they grow. Like, why? Do you know what I mean? Like, why do I need to send a photograph of my tomatoes and my marrows and that? I feel like that's so dystopian, right? Like, they make the grass cutter take a picture and prove that he cut the grass. And that's kind of mental. What happened to trust, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's good to hear people say, here, I can see it. Like, we all need a tinfoil hat. I was considering getting making a tinfoil hat, but just to see, like, what happens when you wear one, right? Like, is there any actual effect? I don't know. Imagine I put a tinfoil hat on for a night and then I was like, listen guys, I feel fucking, you know, it's great. Yeah. Yeah, everybody should be asking the computer about their own area every day, right? To find out, because once you figure out how to get ChatGPT to tell you secrets, it will. And it helps me, right? Like when I was trying to find out about dogs and stuff like that. It helped me. Yeah. But yeah, I think we all sound a little crazy just sometimes because, like, now it's just me walking around the park in the dark saying shit, right? Like, I'm not putting up on a screen saying, here's the facts, here's a link, you can go see this yourself. So then it all becomes like a little bit David Icke or Alex Jones, right? But then those guys aren't really wrong that often. They just don't, you know, it's all in the production. But the schizophrenics are all starting to sound like they made the most sense. You know? I had a nice chat. I was talking to my uncle yesterday. And, you know, even he was saying like, oh, Pink Floyd was trying to tell us and that sort of thing. And my uncle has never been on the internet, doesn't have a care for it, doesn't have a phone that attaches to it. Like, he has no idea what is going on out there. You know, he grew up in music. Like, he still has records in his house, and that's what he does, right? Like, he listens to music, and he's just chill. But he has no idea what the fucking internet is. Yeah, that's exactly it, right? Like, we all just need to sit in a tinfoil hat for 6 months and then tell people, I told you, I told you. Yeah. I find the word conspiracy funny, right? That it's like as if it's written into our law that if two people conspire to do something, that they're going to go to jail, right? And a conspiracy actually means like two people or like a group of people try to do a bad act on another, right? Like conspiracy does mean a thing. So it's weird that it's flung around as like oh, you're a crazy conspiracy theorist. And it's like, no, but these people were in cahoots. Like, these people had a plan. They did this thing. Yeah. But yeah, that's all it is, right? It's just if you're in a conversation and you're not pulling out paperwork on someone, they can act ignorant about it. And I think some people want to act ignorant about it, right? When they say, where's your proof? And they're like, here's exhibit A. And they're like, I'm not going to watch a video. Prove it. And like, I can't prove it in a comment section. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Michael, they made it like this weird slur, right? But it's not. It's like, yeah, we had to start being proud of that. Like, yeah, I can see shit for what it is. Yeah. Wow, 25 before you got your first phone, that's crazy. I didn't have technology until I was 19, I think. I bought myself a laptop. My mum just never, yeah, we didn't have stuff like that. I had a mobile, but same again, I had a job, so I bought my own phone and I paid for my own phone. But yeah, it wasn't, I don't know, my mum's house was just like AC/DC in the doors and stuff like that. Bob Marley on a Sunday. A lot of books. Yeah. Yeah. And then as soon as I was on the internet, I was like, wow, this place is weird. But I am fascinated by the weirdness, right? I'm fascinated that you're getting a glimpse into some people's lives that you would never have been allowed to or able to see. But that's where the problem lies, right? It's because it made it acceptable for people just to be a bunch of creeps. Yeah, it's all like a little puzzle. It's all like a little connected dot, right? And then sometimes it's like a long time later you get another piece of information and you're like, what? So the Madeleine McCann story, I remember that happening, but I don't know, right? So you're not around TV, your parents aren't buying a newspaper, you're not in the news, right? You just know this thing happened. And then I remember people saying like, suspicious circumstances. But thanks to the internet, I've seen that there's so much evidence that was never going to be put in the mainstream. If anything, people have been punished for trying to put this information out there. And there's actually like a lot of evidence that say her parents were definitely in on it, right? Even their actions afterwards. There's a picture of them having dinner and it's like a guy who Sigmund Freud was like his uncle and stuff like this. Do you know what I mean? Like, why are you sitting in a room full of creeps when your kid's been stolen because you got drunk on holiday? But like that, you know, it's just like a weird little rabbit hole where I was like, oh, I remember that story, and then I started seeing information on the internet, and I was like, wow, I didn't know this is how it went down. I didn't know all these parts of it. And it kind of shows that, you know, it was a big eye-opener for me for what the mainstream will hide and for what we're allowed to actually see. Like their PR guy was Gordon Brown's PR guy. Yeah. Yeah, weird stuff like that, right? Like, they were way more connected than just like this nice little nursing doctor. And I don't know, did you know this, right? So see Calpol, and then like, I mean, we were raised on that, right? Get your wing Calpol and they'll shut up. The recipe for Calpol was changed after Madeline disappeared, and there is evidence like her parents were part of some sort of research, right, out with what their actual jobs were. But they were doing some sort of research with the government, with the NHS, and it was right after that that the Calpol got changed, right? Just weird things. So many little weird things. And they're super legit, like, what do you call it? Like, they'll bring their lawyer in on you. Litigious? Anyway, the McCanns will bring their lawyers to you if you try and, like, say anything about them, really, right? Like, you need to be able to, I don't know, have your own lawyer. Yeah. Yeah, if there was anybody else, it'd be in jail, right? But it is that. It's not just because they were fancy doctors. It's not because they were middle class. It's because they actually have like weird. There's proof that they're friends with pedophiles, right? Like there's proof of that. There's no two ways about it. Did you know that where they were staying, that the Queen's boat was there that night? Like where they were, the Queen's boat was there while they were on holiday. There was this pedophile, that pedophile, da da da, you know, like, yeah. And then listening to that family's words, right, there's signs of dishonesty, but they also say like nautical references a lot. Like a lot of times it's, I don't know, it's weird. And even when, what's his name, Jerry, he just did an interview somewhere, and with that he used like the word drowning and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, they say a lot of strange stuff, right? Where it's like, what the BBC or the mainstream media would put out is not the true story about the McCanns, right? Like Netflix made a documentary and stuff, but it's not the true story. It's not the real thing. Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely a rabbit hole to go down. Yeah. Or like, did you know Jerry had to come all the way back to Britain to get enough DNA in Madeline's for them to like have some? That's how clean that apartment was. 3 little kids and shit, honestly. But yeah, like there's so many weird things, right, that have happened in our lives, and so many things we'll never get an answer to. But we should always keep looking for the real answer and for the true story. Because all the little bits will fall together eventually, right? All the different parts of the puzzle. Who's friends with who gave who money. Yeah. Well, we'll be fine, right? As long as we all stay on the good team. Yeah. I hope they're all going to do something fun tomorrow. I hope nobody has to work or some shit. Yeah. This weird cunt.
Right, I'll beat it that way. Appreciate the thank you very much. Right.
I was like, who the fuck is that? But yeah. See the guy you're talking about that was on James English? That wasn't the detective, right? That was another guy that said he wants to write a book. I seen that guy, right? And then he says he has evidence, but he won't tell people the evidence. So then, yeah, another book was written by the police detective that was in Portugal, and then the McCanns try and stop that getting translated into different languages and say like he can't send, like no one's allowed to read that book, or when people try and talk about it online they have their lawyers try and just stop the channels from being able to talk about it. Yeah, so that's kind of weird. That car pulling up pure threw me off when I was talking there. So suspicious all the time. Yeah. But I'd rather be suspicious, right? I'd rather be suspicious than just not worry. Yeah. I do. It doesn't feel great for us to be worried all the time, or, you know, thinking like, oh, what should we do? What should we do? But I do think that is better we're like that, right? Because otherwise we would just be, I don't know, watching the telly. Just Netflix and chill, it's all good, guys. You know, order a Domino's. You won't even hear the bombs go off. Nah. Yeah. But yeah, I guess I better let you all go and, I don't know, go watch like a goat eat some cabbage or something, do you know what I mean? Go watch a bear swim in a swimming pool, or watch somebody bake a cake. I watch a guy, S. Williamson. He talks about the Masons and all that. So I'm going to go and watch one of his videos. I am going to write a post and I can just say here, these are channels that I like in case you might like these. I think that's probably a good idea. But yeah, the guy S. Williamism, he's cool. He's just cool. You know? But I do recommend that before bedtime people watch something stupid, right? Something like a little light-hearted. Sometimes I'll watch a guy and he tells the news, he's called Marky, but he tells about like drama. So there's like pajama drama, crochet drama, there's like a lady who bought a cup and then she was mad that she spent so much money on this cup, and then, you know, just people fighting on TikTok, really. That's all it is. But it makes me feel like some people think something so stupid is such a big problem. and really it's all a problem. So yeah, he likes to tell us stories about like people went in a restaurant and then they stole the tip, you know, like they stole out the tip jar and stuff like that, and then people will find the person, and yeah, just stupid shit. Oh, cabbage and bacon, lucky. Nice. Oh, 10p pie, that's a win, honestly. I'd totally go for a 10p pie. I don't like going to shop anymore, right? It's getting a bit ridiculous. There's things that I love to eat that I just don't even want to buy anymore because they're taking the piss with how much they think I'm going to pay for it. Yeah, I hope you sleep well, Carol. You sleep well on cabbage and bacon. Yeah. Make sure you all hide a bar of chocolate for yourself that you just hide until the war starts, right? So at least you know you've got one. I'd say that. Like, be prepared, and what's the worst happens? At least you were prepared, right? But be good to yourselves. Do something nice for yourselves. And if anyone annoys you, tell them to fuck off. Like, yeah, I'm telling myself that, right? People annoy you, tell them to fuck off. But yeah, I hope you all sleep well. And I'll see you in someone's chat tomorrow, right? I don't know. But it was definitely good to see you all. And I'm glad you're still around, Michael, because I was looking for you, right? I was looking for you in the comments of videos and stuff to be like, where the fuck is Michael? But I guess we were just on a different routine or something for a while. But be the same, right? At like 4:04 to find our Carol. Yeah. Just like, where is everybody? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, if anybody sees Emma Watts, tell her I said hi because I was looking for her. I wondered where she'd been. But that's the same, right? We're all just watching videos and someone's watching a different video. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's just my accent to find her, the Carol. The only other way I could say Carol is to say Carl. The way the guy did in The Walking Dead. Like, Carl. Yeah. So yeah, it's just, I don't know, just Carol. Carl. Carl. I'm gonna have to practice it now. Yeah. Carl. God. I'm gonna be saying that pretty, my kid's gonna hate me, but it's alright. Yeah. Carol. It's like, a lot of people say my name like Candy. Alright, Candy. You know? So sometimes I like it when I hear American people say my name. I can't do an American accent, but you know what I mean, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I seen that True Finder. Yeah, it's a Scottish accent, right? It's just, if we have to say letters across the telephone, we end up saying, you know, D for dog. And then they're like, I still don't know. You know? C for cat. Not like, the fuck is a cat? So yeah, it's just that. Lost in translation. But I hope you all do a little refresh pull, and one of your favourite channels has literally just dropped an absolute banger of a video. Something that just makes you laugh a little bit, right? And yeah, I don't know. Good luck. God bless.